already into effect, big time, with this oil spill. And I want to get your take on that.
Well, I appreciate your call. Let me come back and give you my take on it. But I've known people, we've interviewed activists who print up little cards with a couple of fluoride websites that have facts on them. Fluoride's deadly. And they put it in fluoride water, containers for kids at the grocery store. But now they don't just put aspartame in Diet Coke and Pepsi. It's in tens of thousands of products. It's in almost all the candy. So you just go in the grocery store and stick those cards in the candy aisle, and you will save people's lives. Desperate things mean desperate measures.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
When you read State Department Memorandum 200 by Henry Kissinger in 73, declassified in 93, they talk about using wars and famine, and if an African country or Latin American country starts industrializing and becoming wealthy, that they would finance rebels to overthrow the government. And that if countries wanted their IMF and World Bank loans, they would have to cut their population growth by 50%. That's just one of many documents, but that's one that's well known. You can look up and read the whole text of. Now, people are saying, well, this Gulf thing is the beginning of the eugenics, and that the oil is going to kill everybody, basically. All the eugenics and the soft kill that we've seen, again, soft kill is something that kills you 20 years later, so you don't know what killed you. You don't know what caused the disease. You don't understand the underlying chemical or biological precursors or binary systems that mix together to create that degenerative disease. But the establishment scientists tested on guinea pigs, rats, pigs, and it's almost 100% what affects them will affect us the exact same way. Pigs, guinea pigs, mice, rabbits are similar. That's why they use them as lab animals. And so they've figured all this out, exactly how to soft kill us. But humans are very resilient, very strong. We're omnivores. We're designed to be able to take on a lot of poisons. We're long-lived. We're tough. We're tough as nails. Okay? And we're a lot tougher than a rat. And rats are tough. Pigs are tough. And that's just what we're closest to genetically. Not in our DNA, but in the way our bodies deal with chemicals and toxins is porcine, pigs, and rodents. But side issue, the Gulf is the primary ignition device to get the carbon taxes passed that they openly admit even in CNN is to fund the global SDR, which is this new UN, IMF, World Bank, bank-issued cashless money where they just create tens of trillions and then your government has to denominate their currencies in that. That is, your currency is pegged to that and controlled by that. And then you pay taxes to the bankers to give value to the currency. And it's a debt system where they create more currency and more credit and more debt than there is actual physical money or jobs to pay it back, where it's mathematically impossible to ever get ahead. And so it's designed to render you down to slaves. So they've totally enslaved us now with the domestic operation. They've done it to every country they control, almost every nation. They're mopping up the few they don't. Russia, North Korea, Iran, Libya, Somalia. Whether those countries are good or bad, the point is they're being taken over by the Borg. They're the last to fall. And now they need the Gulf disaster for it to go on for 6 months, a year. They're saying it may go on for 2 years. And they need it to not let the big ships that can scoop all the oil up scoop it up, because then the hurricanes can't blow in and drive it into the estuaries and cause a real crisis and some evacuations to set the precedent. The president can grandstand as our savior, and they can then say, see, we've got to have carbon taxes. Oil's bad. We've got to seize the economy, tell you what type of car you can drive, what type of industry. Here's an article today. Give me a close shot, please, gentlemen, from the London Telegraph, and it says, prices rise as New Zealand passes emissions trading scheme. Petrol and power prices have risen sharply in New Zealand after the government introduced a controversial emissions trading scheme. And they've gone up massively, it says. Now, understand, ladies and gentlemen, that the day they passed it, the next week it went up 3 to 5% and is forecast to go up as much as 20%. Now, we have the newscast where they're not saying it's bad. Their national news in Australia is saying half the land in Australia is now off limits. By not letting farmers farm on half their land nationwide and not letting new land be developed, this cuts our carbon credit, and Australia gets $5 billion or whatever. And it just shows people going, it's over, I'm bankrupt. And the government's there going, don't worry, we have a program to buy your land at 5 cents on the dollar. I mean, this is mafia takeover. It's like the mafia just lands in, say, East Texas and says, you can't farm no more, and you got to pay taxes to me now. It's for the earth. Oh, you don't like it. There was an oil spill. Oh, God help us. But the caller was raising that point. And so I thought I would just mention the eugenics is going on all around you. They've been testing soft kill, binary weapons, degenerative weapons. It reduces our life expectancy. And people live past 80 on average 100 years ago and before, if they made it past the age of about 8 or 9 or 10, depending on the period. Because you had high infant mortality. Babies died a lot. Women died in childbirth. You take those statistics out, we're living on average about 8 years less than we were. And it'd be even less than that. They kill you with the soft kill weapons. They weaken you. And then they have all these expensive treatments that the drug companies and others suck all the money out of you at the end of your life with. So it's all set up. It's estimated that people lived about 61, men 61, women 65 is the number I saw last week by the American Medical Association, if they didn't have all this medicine and all these surgeries and all this drugs. So they keep you alive like Darth Vader. They make you sick, then give you Darth Vader prosthesis to keep you alive, and then suck all your wealth that you've made over your life into their coffers. It's all scientifically designed. And the doctors are compartmentalized and don't see it. A lot of them are starting to, though, like Dr. Blaylock and others. The more prestigious, the more they understand it. That's why they're prestigious, because they can think in a multifaceted, multivariate, three-dimensional tie-in system through historical, scientific